Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Creative Kindergarten YouTube channel. My name is Amanda, and this is video number 3 in my 5-part video series all about the kindergarten classroom environment. And this week's episode is all about storage for your materials in your kindergarten classroom. Now, I've talked about using a kindergarten classroom theme. Should you have a theme? Should you not have a theme? In the first video. In the second video, I talked about what's on our walls. Now I kind of want to talk about what's on our shelves and how do we display materials. I feel like having materials accessible and appealing to our students is a vital part of our kindergarten classroom. We want students to be excited and we want students to be engaged with the materials we're sharing with them, and we want them to gravitate towards them. And I find that putting them in baskets and storage things that are appealing to them and showcases the materials really well is a great way to get students excited about what is in their classroom and excited about the tools and the materials that they can use. And so I thought I would talk a little bit about some of the things that I do use and kind of where I get them. By no means do I think that you have to use these in your classroom, but I find that these are kind of more neutral things that you can use. I use these storage material, storage baskets and things like that to showcase materials, to set up centers, to set up provocations. And I find that they're just a really neutral kind of palette that really lets the materials that are in them be appealing, be what it's showcasing, rather than having really brightly colored baskets and things that might detract from the materials. I hope that makes sense. But here's a few things that I do have. I love finding wooden bowls. So whenever I go to thrift stores, and I don't go to thrift stores for anything else other than I'm not a big thrifter by any means, but I always love to hop into thrift stores to see if they have any fun wooden bowls. And sometimes you can get them for so cheap. Sometimes they're 50 cents, and you can find some really cool little baskets. This is a great little tray that you can put 2 different pieces of material. This I think was $1 or $2, and it came with 3 or 4 different bowls. So thrift stores are a great place to go look for for bowls and things that you can put in, and they're just great because I can put in some loose parts or some colorful rocks or something like that, and they're really gonna pop in these neutral bowls and things. Another place that I love to get stuff is the dollar store. I got this cute little basket at the dollar store. Again, I think it came in a whole set of different baskets, and I know they have all kinds of different color ones. I usually go for the neutral shaded ones just because I feel again, I want the materials that are in it to pop, to be the center of attention, and the baskets are just something that I'm using to hold them, and it just helps me keep things organized as well. I don't want my loose parts, I don't want all the materials just not having a place in the classroom, because as soon as it doesn't have a place, then it just gets all messed up. If they have a basket and a place on a shelf in that basket, the kids know where to put it back, the kids know where it goes, the kids know how to put it away, and it takes a lot less work on my part to have to put things away all the time, and it gives the students a sense of agency that they have to take care of their classroom environment, and having a space to put things in is just one of those ways that I ensure that happens in the classroom. So again, dollar store, getting all kinds of baskets in the more neutral shades. I really enjoy that. And then another thing that I love is just metal-ish bowls. This was in a party platter. So when you have a dip in the middle and then has vegetables on the outside. I think the outside I used it as a sensory bin, a little small sensory bin, and then this little bowl was in the middle. So I'm always looking on how to repurpose things and how they can be used. And this again, neutral shaded little bowl is perfect for storing some loose parts or displaying some loose parts at a provocation or at a center. And it was just something that I repurposed. So that's kind of the main 3 things, 3 places that I get baskets and storage materials from. Thrift stores, definitely number 1. I can always find some really cool bowls and baskets to use. Number 2 is the dollar store if you don't have any thrift stores, or like the thrift stores don't have what you're looking for. And 3 is just repurposing other things that I have in my house or that we had in the classroom. Another great one, and I store a lot of pencils in it, is mason jars. I love using mason jars, and you put all the pencils in them, and I've used mason jars as pencil holders for years, and I've had 2 break, and the kids felt so bad. It was like an elbow that knocked a mason jar off the table, and the kids felt so bad about it. But it was a great learning experience, you know, like I reused this mason jar, it broke and it's lived its life. We're gonna throw it out and we get a new mason jar. It's not a big deal because it's not something that I've spent like any money on. Usually it's just a mason jar that I was using and I cleaned it out, and now it's being used to hold pencils. And I think that's a great way to repurpose materials in the classroom. Mason jars are fantastic for that as well. So just really rethinking different things that you have and repurposing things that you have in your home to or classroom to hold materials. So yeah, those are my favorite ways to find storage solutions for the kindergarten classroom. What are yours? Please let me know down in the comments down below. I'm always looking for new ideas to use in the classroom, and I'd love to hear some of your ideas. So make sure you leave me a comment. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to hear more about kindergarten topics such as like this, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and you will get notifications when I put out any new videos. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.